1. The hidden dangers of weight loss drugs, what you need to know. 2. Police Scarlight New Warning, fatal side effects of semaglutide diabetes drugs exposed. 3. Ozempic and Wegovy dangers. Pancreatitis risks and 400 UK cases revealed. 4. GLP-1 weight loss drugs, life-threatening side effects exposed. 1. The hidden dangers of weight loss drugs, what you need to know. Could popular weight loss medications harbor lethal risks? Breaking investigation reveals unexpected dangers. Recent findings from UK regulators have sent shockwaves through the medical community. Prescription weight loss drugs like Ozempic might carry far greater health perils than previously acknowledged, with potentially life-threatening consequences. Here's what the latest research reveals and why it's sparking heated debates. Staggering revelations in prescription weight loss. A groundbreaking investigation by the New York Post reveals nearly 400 UK reports of severe pancreatic complications linked to GLP-1 medications, drugs designed to aid weight loss and manage blood sugar. While acute pancreatitis, inflammation of the pancreas, often responds to treatment, this condition can sometimes escalate into fatal outcomes. Tragically, at least 10 deaths in the UK have been tied to this complication among users of these medications. The genetic factor, could testing save lives? Here's where the story takes a fascinating and controversial turn. According to the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, MHRA, genes play a critical role in determining how individuals react to medications. The agency's chief safety officer, Dr. Alison Cave, shares that nearly one-third of drug-related side effects could be prevented through genetic screening. This raises urgent questions. Should genetic testing become mandatory before prescribing these treatments? Could this intervention serve as an early warning system for at-risk patients? Why this matters and what's missing from the conversation. While the MHRA's insights into genetic predisposition offer valuable insights, they also highlight critical gaps in patient care. For example, are clinics adequately preparing patients for potential risks? Do current prescribing guidelines sufficiently address genetic variations? These questions take on renewed urgency as demand for these drugs continues to grow, driven by their effectiveness in weight management. Controversy alert: mandatory testing or overreach? Proponents argue genetic testing could eliminate preventable harm, transforming these medications into safer options. Critics, however, warn that such requirements might create financial or logistical barriers, limiting access for patients who genuinely need them. The debate becomes even more complex when considering global variations in healthcare resources. Action steps: what does this mean for you? If you're currently taking or considering GLP-1 medications, here's what you need to know. While these drugs have helped countless people achieve healthier weights, vigilance is essential. Pay close attention to symptoms of pancreatitis, including sudden, severe abdominal pain and nausea, and consult your doctor immediately if they arise. Discuss your personal health history and genetic factors with your medical team before starting any new treatment. Final thoughts, your turn. Do you believe genetic testing should be required before prescribing these drugs? Should pharmaceutical companies bear responsibility for ensuring patients receive this screening? We want to hear from you. Share your opinions in the comments below. Let's start a conversation that could save lives. 2. Police Scarlight New Warning, fatal side effects of semaglutide diabetes drugs exposed. Imagine this: a medication designed to improve your health could potentially put your life at risk. Sounds alarming, right? This is the reality surrounding semaglutide, a drug commonly prescribed for diabetes management. Overseas health authorities have recently raised serious concerns about its potential side effects, some of which could be fatal. If you or someone you know takes this medication, it's crucial to stay informed. But here's where it gets controversial: how much risk is too much when it comes to managing chronic conditions like diabetes? Semaglutide works by mimicking a hormone that helps regulate blood sugar levels, making it a popular choice among doctors. However, reports are emerging about severe complications linked to its use. These aren't minor inconveniences. We're talking about life-threatening reactions that demand immediate attention. For instance, certain patients have experienced pancreatitis, an inflammation of the pancreas that can cause excruciating pain and even lead to organ failure if untreated. Other cases highlight gastrointestinal issues so severe they result in dehydration and malnutrition. And this is the part most people miss: recognizing the warning signs early can make all the difference. Symptoms such as persistent nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, or unexplained weight loss should never be ignored. While these may seem vague, they could signal something far more dangerous brewing beneath the surface. Health officials urge patients to discuss these symptoms with their healthcare providers promptly. Now let's talk about prevention and awareness. Subscribing to reliable medical updates can provide critical information on what to look out for. Many subscription services offer detailed insights into drug safety alerts, including step-by-step guidance on identifying adverse reactions. Some packages even include interactive tools like games and puzzles to keep users engaged while learning about their health. Plus, subscribers often receive exclusive emails packed with the latest research findings and expert advice. But here's the million-dollar question: should medications with known risks still be widely prescribed? On one hand, semaglutide has proven effective for countless individuals struggling to control their blood sugar. On the other hand, the potential dangers cannot be ignored. Is there a middle ground where patients can benefit without putting themselves in harm's way? Or should alternative treatments take precedence over convenience? If you're considering whether to subscribe to stay updated on this topic, there are flexible options available. A basic digital access plan starts at just $4 for the first 4 weeks, providing unlimited articles across apps and websites. Afterward, you'll pay $32 every 4 weeks, though there's no long-term commitment required. For those seeking deeper value, an upfront annual subscription locks in savings and includes perks like subscriber-only news emails and access to today's paper in digital format. Before making any decisions about your treatment plan or your subscription, ask yourself, how much do I value staying ahead of potential health risks? And don't forget to share your thoughts below. Do you think the benefits of semaglutide outweigh its risks, or would you advocate for safer alternatives? Your voice matters, and sparking a conversation might just save lives. 3. Ozempic and Wegovy dangers. Pancreatitis risks and 400 UK cases revealed. A wake-up call for weight loss drug users. The hidden dangers of Ozempic and Wegovy. The popular weight loss drugs Ozempic and Mounjaro, along with their counterparts, have recently been linked to a concerning side effect: acute pancreatitis. This rare but serious condition has sparked a call for caution and closer monitoring by experts. GLP-1 drugs, including Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro, have gained immense popularity for their transformative effects on weight loss and type 2 diabetes management. However, beneath their success lies a potential dark side that experts are now shedding light on. In the United Kingdom, health authorities have received nearly 400 reports of severe pancreatic issues, including acute pancreatitis, among individuals using GLP-1 drugs. The Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, MHRA, has sounded the alarm, urging further research and caution. But what exactly is acute pancreatitis? It's a sudden inflammation of the pancreas, a vital gland located behind the stomach, responsible for digestion and blood sugar control. This condition can lead to intense stomach pain, nausea, and fever, often requiring hospitalization. While most patients recover with medical care, acute pancreatitis can turn deadly if complications arise. UK health officials have reported at least 10 deaths linked to this condition among users of GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic and Mounjaro. Drug manufacturers have acknowledged that pancreatitis is a rare side effect, affecting approximately 1 in 100 users. However, the recent findings have highlighted the importance of monitoring and recognizing early warning signs. Genetics may play a role in how individuals react to these medications, said an MHRA spokesperson, suggesting that genetic screening could help identify those at higher risk. The drug maker's response. Pharmaceutical companies producing GLP-1 drugs have assured that patient safety is their top priority. Lilly, the manufacturer of Mounjaro, emphasized the importance of medical supervision when taking these medications. Novo Nordisk, the producer of Ozempic and Wegovy, echoed this sentiment, recommending that patients use these drugs only under the guidance of healthcare professionals. Both companies are actively monitoring safety data and collaborating with regulators to minimize risks. Is this issue limited to the UK? No, this concern extends beyond UK borders. While US regulators, such as the FDA, have not initiated a formal investigation, they require warning labels on all GLP-1 drugs regarding the risk of acute pancreatitis. They are also closely monitoring reports of side effects. In the US, a 36-year-old woman reportedly developed pancreatitis just 5 weeks after starting semaglutide, the active ingredient in Ozempic. A 2024 analysis revealed a global trend, with 6,751 cases of acute pancreatitis linked to GLP-1 drugs between 2005 and 2023. One study even found that patients using these medications were twice as likely to develop acute pancreatitis if they had taken the drug within the previous 30 days. The bottom line, while the benefits of GLP-1 drugs are still believed to outweigh the risks for many individuals, experts emphasize the importance of medical supervision. If you are taking Ozempic or a similar medication and experience severe stomach pain or nausea, seeking immediate medical attention is crucial. Doctors and patients must remain vigilant, watching for warning signs and making informed decisions about these powerful drugs. The balance between the potential benefits and risks is a delicate one, and staying informed is key. What are your thoughts on this developing story? Do you think the benefits of these drugs still justify their use, or should we exercise more caution? Share your insights in the comments below. 4. GLP-1 weight loss drugs, life-threatening side effects exposed. A chilling new development threatens to overshadow the groundbreaking promise of popular weight loss medications. While GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic have transformed obesity treatment, emerging evidence reveals a disturbing pattern of life-threatening complications that demands urgent attention. Beyond the widely discussed cosmetic concerns, tooth decay, facial sagging, Ozempic face, buttock deflation, Ozempic butt, hair loss and mouth changes, or the unpleasant gastrointestinal issues many users endure, UK regulators have uncovered something far more alarming. But here's where it gets critical. The UK's Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, MHRA, has received nearly 400 reports of severe pancreatic problems linked to GLP-1 drugs through their yellow card safety monitoring system. The primary concern? Acute pancreatitis, a sudden, intensely painful pancreas inflammation causing abdominal agony, nausea, and fever that typically requires hospitalization. While often treatable, this condition can turn deadly through complications. Shockingly, at least 10 UK deaths have been connected to pancreatitis in GLP-1 users. Drug manufacturers acknowledge this rare risk in pamphlets affecting 1% of users, but the mortality reports underscore why investigators are taking it seriously. And this is the part most people miss. The MHRA suggests genetics might influence susceptibility, hinting at future screening protocols. Pharmaceutical giants Lilly, maker of Mounjaro, and Novo Nordisk, producer of Ozempic/Wegovy, emphasize their commitment to safety but stress these drugs must only be used under strict medical supervision. Controversially, this isn't isolated to the UK. A U.S. case study describes a 36-year-old woman developing pancreatitis within 5 weeks of starting semaglutide therapy. Research shows GLP-1 users have over double the pancreatitis risk within 30 days of treatment. Even more telling, 6,751 acute pancreatitis cases tied to GLP-1 drugs were documented globally between 2005 to 2023. While the FDA hasn't launched a formal probe, it mandates pancreatitis warnings on these drugs. This raises a tough question. Do the transformative benefits of these medications outweigh the potential for fatal outcomes in vulnerable individuals? What precautions should regulators enforce? We'd love to hear your perspective. Share your views below.